see, then we enterprise. Peace to disturb, war come, then we weaponize.
Not always the most lyrical or, the sharpest, but like if I could identify with their story and believe it, it'll get my attention. So I mean, I think that's kind of how I model my music the same way. I'm like, yo, my music has to be me. You know what I mean? It has to be me. That's why I feel like I don't sound like people. I sound like myself. Like my story is my own. My style is my own. You know what I mean? You always, you got your influences or whatever from, how you came up. But at the end of the day, I made it my own. You know what I mean? I made my sound my own. You know what I mean? So that's what I think makes an MC. You know what I mean? MC, you always have things that inspired you to want to make music and want to do your thing. But as you evolve through this shit and you say, all right, this is what I want to do, there comes a point where you have to find and identify yourself and carve your niche out of this whole shit. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how my journey went. And like I said, this is my third project that I've done as a solo artist, like in my life, so for me, I see the evolution from project to project, and this is different than my last two projects, you know what I mean? So it's like, and my second project was different than the first one, you know what I mean? So it's like, you want your people to grow up with you. You want your fans to grow up with you and see how you evolve.
You see, the good shit is too, man, like, a lot of times when niggas is doing mixes, you gotta talk niggas through every piece of this shit. I don't even want to hear it. I was like, yo, let's mix it, and then we come after the fact, and then we listen after the shit is done.
Yeah, word.
You know?
I mean, it only takes a couple of times, and then it's like, okay, I don't gotta really be here.
Right. To get that comfort zone, because I'm telling you, I did a session with Michelle somewhere else, right? For one of the joints she was doing. And like the engineer, he was alright, you know what I mean? But it was like how he was, how some people just have their own way, like they like to do shit. You know what I mean? It was trying to incorporate that in it, but I already know her sound. You know what I'm saying? I know her sound and what she likes her shit to sound like.
Right.
So I didn't even wait for the mix, but when as soon as he sent the mix back, I heard, I'm like, I already know what she was gonna say. I already knew everything that she was gonna change in the shit. I already knew what it was, without asking her. You know what I mean? It was like, that's why when you work and you got a comfort zone and an understanding of how the records are supposed to sound, like between the artist and the engineer, that's when your shit is gonna come out correctly, because you gotta trust the engineer to, their ear, because they hear shit that the artist ain't gonna hear.
Yeah, that relationship needs
right.
to be solidified.
Yeah, but the artist has, a vision, has a vision of what they picture their shit sounding like too at the same time. So it's gotta be in, that medium.
I be hearing shit, but I'm still thinking like, I'm gonna make this shit better than you thought it was ever gonna be.
Right. Because that's your challenge. You know what I mean? You challenge yourself that way. You know?
I'm probably gonna make like a club record out of it, but it don't necessarily sound like a club record. It got bounce of a club record. But if you hear like the sounds in it, this shit is like on some real abstract shit. But it's gonna be dope. I think I'm gonna have I'll probably have Mike add some pieces to it, just to give it some more of that feel. But the beat is dope. I just like it. I didn't know what I wanted to do with it yet though. So this joint I'm gonna send to him first. So even before I put it out, I'm gonna send it to him and let him rock out with it. You know what I mean? It's the least I could do. You know what I mean? But I've been sitting on the beat for like 2 months since I got it from him. And shout out to Malik the Wonder too, and out in Cameroon. You know what I mean? He out here putting in real work too, man. Yo, he hit me up on a book one day, you know, and listening to a couple of my joints. He was like, yo, you know, I got that work, man. I said, yo, send me something. He hit me ASAP. You know what I mean? Send me like a little catalog to go check out. You know, I found a couple. You know what I mean? We're locked in, and this is what we hear. You know what I mean? King Talk. It's a Bronx anthem song, but it's got a beat that has a West Coast feel. I always had a liking to like West Coast sounding beats. I always think that like the power and richness of the beats always like get my attention. So you know what I mean? It just happens. I never predict like what type of joints I'm gonna make a record with. If it sounds right at the time I'm ready to work, then that's what's gonna get done. Yes, sir.
Malik the Wonder, I see you, King. BX the Cameroon. It's King Talk, nigga.
Oh. Now this ain't wordplay, this is wizardry on track and trusted by the forefathers. In return, made a pledge to bomb harder. Mind of a martyr, resurrected to the stone. Same place I call home. These poems come from cold, dark places my mind roam. Refail like my enemy's eyes, Rosetta Stone. Bring it back. I stumbled on the word. Let's go.
Back in the building. Malik the Wonder, I see you, King. BX the Cameroon. It's King Talk, nigga.
Oh. Now this ain't wordplay, this is wizardry on track and trusted by the forefathers. In return, made a pledge to bomb harder. Mind of a martyr, resurrected to the stone. Same place I call home. These poems come from cold, dark places my mind roam. Refed in my enemy's eyes, Rosetta Stone. In a world full of clones, stood firm. I stood alone, one-on-one, getting it done. Said my goodbyes to the crumbs. The legend of Lorraine's son, narrated over warrior drums, but still Martian. No peace and no pardon. My last ounce of blood I leave for my squadron. Did I go underneath? All right. Sound different, right? Like, you know, I'm like trying to do the balancing act. You know, with that shit. Should I just like, maybe I'll start rapping it earlier to kind of, yeah. All right, let's try that. Play it back, bro. The legend of Lorraine's son, narrated over warrior drums of still marching. It's more than you draw, no peace in our heart. My last ounce of blood I leave for my squadron. This is what I came. More than you draw, no peace in our heart. My last ounce of blood. More than you draw, no peace in our heart. My last ounce of blood I leave for my squadron. This is what I came for. It's more than you draw, no peace in our heart. My last ounce of blood I leave for my squadron. It's more than you draw, no peace in our heart. My last ounce of blood I leave for my squadron. This is what I came for. Lord, don't you draw no peace in our heart. My last ounce of blood I leave for my squadron. This is what I came for. Draw no peace in our heart. My last ounce of blood I leave for my squadron. This is what I came for. I think I felt with the ad lib. I think it'll line up.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do that, and then we can lock that verse down.
Another session, we got some mixing knockouts today. Working the new joint King Salt. Get a little bit of that in the background. You know what I mean? About to get that finished up so we can mixing. Some album about half, you know, we about at the halfway mark. Got some classics up and stuff like some live soon.
Submerged in the trunks, pay the plus to my queen, and I will get it done. My hope to the squad in the name of the gods. I'ma live what I learned, leave my dog out the car. Was blessed with the czar, put the city in the siege for the dudes who believed on a late like the KKG. We was building, I made you a promise to bring back the feeling.
People, a little bit of, you know, little surgery. Had to put on a couple records today, man. But all in all, everything is coming together, man, like it's supposed to, man. So we'll be back in a, be back in a week. You know what I mean? Go get some more work done. We got some mixes coming. I don't know. I might even leak something for y'all. So you know what I mean? Stay tuned. I mean, I know I tell y'all shit all the time, but when you see it drop, it drops. You know what I mean? So look out for that Decorated. I mean, salute to everybody. You know, been checking the blog. You know, everybody been supporting the music. You know what I mean? And we'll catch up with y'all later. Peace.
Life is full of struggles, but I plan to make it through it. Fucking bitches, trapping bricks and making lots of music. I did my dirt all by my lonely, left them niggas clueless.